Hi there, this is Matt at State of Flex here with a review for a book, The Cool Side of My Pillow. It's a book of essays by actor Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell is one of my favorite film and television personalities ever. If he's ever at a convention or in town near you, make time to commit to that journey because you will have a phenomenal experience. He is so funny and honest and true, and I've supported him for many, many years. I've been to 3 separate book signings that he's done, as well as various conventions and film Q&As that he has gone through. He is a fun dude. And he's published books before. He had Confessions of a B-Movie Actor, its sequel, both of which are If Chins Could Kill books. He also did Hail to the King and Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way. These are all great books, and I might review them on my channel at some point, but I really, really liked this book. Those other ones are steeped in film discussions, and it's interesting to see his perspective on film and how that changes over time. Reading If Chins Could Kill back when he first released that in 2002 or whatever, versus the more recent If Chins Could Kill from like the 2020s, is a completely different read. But what I really appreciated with this one, The Cool Side of My Pillow, is this is sort of his musings on things not wholly related to film. He touches on film here and there, but this is more essays about things that interest him. Sound is a big thing, and he has an entire essay written about the beauty of sound and how we are all losing it because our world is inundating us with constant noise that we can't hear nature when we go outside because there's always some kind of life that is cutting into that, and by life I mean man-made through us. Human presence is something that has cut into that. He's a big nature conservationist. That surprised me, and that was a really interesting section of this book that he talked about as well, and really gets you to look at nature in kind of an interesting way, or it at least opened up my eyes to something that I've certainly thought about, but he puts it to very strong use and puts strong words to it. He has a really interesting kind of dissection of what we put into our body and how we are constantly trying to dose ourselves with caffeine or drugs or whatever to make our daily experience just a little less quote-unquote normal, and what is it that we're chasing. And he even is the first to admit that he does the same things himself. He's just sort of wondering what it is in our human nature that causes us to do such things. It's an interesting book, and if you really are interested in purely the film stuff, he gets into that too. The entire last chapter is dedicated to celebrity interactions, and he says that everybody gets a little starstruck. Everybody has encountered celebrity on some level or another, and it doesn't mean meteoric celebrities like meeting like Gene Hackman or something like that. It's sometimes being friends with the weather woman's son when she's on TV every day. Or people that you went to school with in elementary school that have since gone on and made themselves something. He has a whole section on that, from the smallest people that you've never heard of that are still celebrities to him in some way, to him meeting major celebrities that everybody's heard of, like Mary Tyler Moore. And that was really cool. He also has a really beautiful thank you to Stephen King for saving the career of him and Rob Tappert and Sam Raimi by both endorsing Evil Dead and finding the money for Evil Dead 2, which is a story that has not been publicized prior to this very much. And he has a really interesting one on the nature of celebrity and people's interest in it with Princess Diana. Now, you may think you've read a lot of Bruce Campbell's works, but you've not even heard of this one. That's because he didn't tour this one. This one went self-published. And that's also kind of why I wanted to talk about it. As somebody who's dabbled in the self-published works as well, you can buy my, there we go, hit the light on it correctly. You can buy my film journal, the 31-day horror movie challenge, wherein you can pick a Wes Craven movie. Who made it? What works in the movie? What doesn't? Based on this film, can you see why he was called the master of horror? How does this film compare to other works by the filmmaker? And what was Craven trying to say with this film? I give completely unique prompts for every single day, and I give you ways to actually interact and intellectualize what you've just watched. I think it's important to embrace the self-published works, even from name authors like Bruce Campbell. Because they're self-published, by their very nature, it is much harder to come by them. But that doesn't mean that the works are any less good. I've read many of Bruce Campbell's books. Of the 4 I named prior to telling you the title, this one, The Cool Side of My Pillow, I'd read 3 of those 4, and those 3 books are fantastic. But this one stuck with me more than those ones did, because this one got into a true, honest part of Campbell that I'd never seen expressed before. Before, he was just talking about how he got to where he is and told musings on his career. This, you actually kind of learn a little bit more about what makes him tick and how he thinks. And that was interesting. So this is my plea to embrace the little man, the self-published works, and check out The Cool Side of My Pillow. He did a really bang-up job, and it's like a nice, easy, digestible read. I read it in there. I had a couple flights that I had to take this past month, and I was able to read the entire thing basically just in the airplane. So check that book out. And if you'd like, I can also do some more of Campbell's works, because I'm a big Bruce Campbell fan. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.